Hey, how's it going? My name is MS1251A and today we're going to be taking a look at the Pace Enterprises 24-inch Mini Plus Peacekeeper Home Hobby Spray Paint Booth. It's got an epic name, but it's an epic spray booth. So let's jump right in. So a couple of weeks ago, I had to make some LC4100 acrylic urethane clear coat. This isn't your typical hobby grade clear coat. This is the stuff that they spray on cars at collision repair shops. Now, it's good stuff and it gives fantastic results, but I don't enjoy spraying it because my cheapo eBay spray booth just can't evacuate the fumes and overspray fast enough. This means I have to wear an organic vapors mask and spray right next to the fan in order to avoid inhaling the noxious fumes, but the overspray usually ends up all over the place, all over my workbench. Frustrated with this, I hopped on Google to try to find a better solution. After shopping around for a bit, I stumbled upon pacepaintbooths.com, a website that sells hobby spray booths made in the USA. This is important to me because I like to purchase American goods whenever I can afford to. At first glance, these spray booths look pretty epic. I was surprised that these were hobby spray booths, as the quality looked to be on par with something that would be built for the industrial sector. The website showcases the range of Peacekeeper spray booths that range in different sizes with different features, but in this video I'm going to focus on the 24-inch Mini Plus. The Mini Plus appears to be their basic budget model, and at $295 US with shipping, it's not cheap. But I wasn't shopping for a cheap spray booth. I've been using a cheap spray booth for the past couple of years, but it hasn't really worked out well for me. The Peacekeeper 24-inch Mini Plus looked impressive and I could afford it. As far as I could tell, there was no way of placing an order online, but I went ahead and gave him a phone call and placed an order. It's finally here. UPS man just dropped this off. Made in the USA. Time to unbox this bad boy. I can already tell it's packed super well. Unboxing it only took a couple of minutes. It was nicely packed with a few layers of styrofoam. The spray booth arrived without the blower unit attached. The blower unit comes in its own cardboard box inside the spray booth. I can already tell this is a very high quality spray booth. The sheet metal construction looks great and it feels like it's built like a tank. Here I'm unboxing the blower unit. Right off the bat, I can tell the spray booth is much larger than the budget spray booth I've been using. It's 24 inches long, 14 inches tall, and 14 inches deep. Another neat thing about this spray booth is that it uses standard size furnace filters. These filters can be found stocked at most home improvement stores. But even so, if you can't find the filters, you can order them online from the Pace website. They are fairly inexpensive at $6.75 each, plus shipping. Installing the blower unit is very easy. It's held in place by only 4 screws. The screws come attached to the spray booth. I removed them using a low power screw gun. The blower unit installs only one way. Match the holes on the spray booth with the holes on the flanges on the blower. The flange is lined with a foam gasket. You may need to poke holes through the gasket under the screw mounting hole to allow you to stick the screws through to help you line up the blower to the spray booth. To avoid stripping the sheet metal, tighten the screws using a regular screwdriver. Overall, it only took me 4 minutes to install the blower unit working around the camera, but it shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes to get it done. It's quite simple. Wow, look at it. It's glorious. And here it is compared to my old spray booth. The difference is staggering. The Peacekeeper absolutely dwarfs my cheapo eBay spray booth. It just makes the cheapo eBay booth look like a toy. And the difference in quality is very clearly apparent. I'm excited. I can't wait to get the Peacekeeper on the bench and try it out. And here it is, set up on my bench, ready to go. I was pleasantly surprised that it fit just where I wanted it to fit on my workbench. Since the 24-inch Mini does not come with any hose or ducting, I had to reuse the hose from my old eBay spray booth. This is probably not the most efficient way to duct this spray booth, but it's what I have to work with right now. This may be the 24-inch Mini Plus model, but it's actually quite roomy. Here's a 1/25th scale 1940 Ford sedan delivery, alongside a 1/144th scale Wing Gundam. And here's a 1/32nd scale BF-110 with its long 20-inch wingspan. It fits nicely inside. I'm just about ready to start using the spray booth for the first time. But before powering on the spray booth, make sure the air filter is installed properly with the arrow facing the airflow. And here we go. But first things first, I'm gonna ditch the mask. I open a bottle of Testor's green metallic enamel paint, and then I power on the spray booth. For many years I avoided using Testor's enamel paints because of the smell they produce. They always made me feel a bit nauseous and gave me headaches. It was not a good time. Because of that, I always had to either spray them outdoors or just use Tamiya paint, since those tend to be milder in smell. So far, I haven't been able to smell any fumes from the paint or from the thinner I'm using. I kept sniffing the air like a police dog trying to find contraband. I felt kinda silly, but so far, there was no real strong smell. While spraying the spoon, I got a couple of whiffs of naphtha here and there, but as soon as I did, they would disappear. It was kind of unreal because I'm so used to getting fumes on my face all the time. But this time around, I could hardly smell anything, and I didn't get a headache or anything. It was great. Here you can see how fast the spray booth evacuates the overspray. I mean, it's hardly visible once it enters the filter area. It's kind of amazing. And now for the next test, cleaning the airbrush with lacquer thinner. I usually have to do this outside because the lacquer thinner is super pungent, super strong. This is lacquer thinner. As I'm cleaning the airbrush, I'm not really getting any strong fumes of lacquer thinner on my face. The blower unit itself is rated at 148 CFM, and I can tell it's doing its job. I'll smell it if I get it next to me, like right here, I can smell it. But here, nothing. Even when I bring the lacquer thinner closer to me, disappears right away. With the other hobby booth, no way. I'd have to spray right next to the fire just to get it to, take up the fumes. You can see that in my other videos that I've already done, how close I am. I'm like reaching in there just to get the fumes out. Here, super comfortable, super spacey. I can work comfortably. No, this, I can be up here. No problem. This is a fantastic booth. If you're in the market for a mid-range hobby spray booth, consider this one. It's working out great for me. If you've made it this far, I'd like to thank you very much for sticking to the very end of the video. This was my first unboxing and review video that I've made with commentary, and it was a work of love. It took a while to get it done, but I got it done. I am very new at making YouTube videos like these, but I hope to continue making them in the future for you guys. Again, I'd like to thank you for spending your valuable time with me, and I hope to see you here on the next video.